Hello, everybody. How are you all doing today? I am RC, your host, and welcome to the After Hours art stream. Today has been a very interesting day. So I'm going to hold off on the art for just a tiny bit because I'm still charging up my Apple Pencil. Apparently, that was at like 15% whenever I first was jumping on here. And look at that, it's already 97. Okay, well, I'll take that off of there. But I'd already planned on showing off something for you guys. Instead of doing the promotions at the end of the stream, I was going to do it at the beginning today. Because today has been crazy, and I feel like doing something a little bit different. So, we have. And what I'll do is I will promote this and then I will tell you guys what the craziness was. And then get into the drawing. Just as a little like way to divvy up the different stuff that I'm going to be doing in this stream. So, we have Silence Do Good. I guess yeah, Silence Do Good Volume 2. This is on Fund My Comic. And this is I'm going to get into this because I have seen it promoted multiple different places, and it looks like a very good campaign. So let's jump into this.
They told you AI was just a tool. The algorithms would decide what we see, what we hear, what we think. They promised safety, comfort, the perfect society. Benjamin Franklin saw the truth. It was a digital prison, and freedom surrendered is rarely returned. Now history itself is under attack. Because those who control the past control the future. The revolution against the algorithm has begun. Silence. Do Good. Volume 2.
Alrighty, that is a pretty kick-ass trailer. So, about this campaign, the future was only the beginning. Now history is the battlefield. Having escaped Milo's digital prison, Neotopia, young Ben Franklin joins the Time Travel Force, a covert organization sworn to defend history itself. But freedom is short-lived. Milo's agents have launched an assault on the American Revolution, threatening to erase the very ideals that gave birth to the United States. I don't know what is up with my speaking voice because I am stuttering like a motherfucker right now. Thrown into the brutal winter of 1776, Ben must fight alongside legendary heroes George Washington and Alexander Hamilton, outwit enemies from both past and future, and protect the fragile thread of history before it is severed forever. If the revolution falls, liberty itself may never exist, and the future Ben fought to save will be lost before it is ever born. But history is rarely what it seems, and Milo's true objective may be far more dangerous than anyone imagined. Experience the adventure across 28 plus page issues, or enjoy the complete story in one premium softcover trade. And here we have a cover by Ethan Van Sciver, special edition cover. That looks really kick-ass. And line art by Ethan Van Sciver, colors by Jason Wright. We have the regular edition cover, which is done by Sean Salter, which it's still a kick-ass cover. It's like, I like how all this stuff is like framed by I'm going to assume like a time travel portal behind them. So that looks really cool. I like the gun. And there is a secret edition cover coming soon. Line art by special artist to be named later. Shh, it's a surprise. Read it chapter by chapter or wait for the complete Volume 2 collection. The choice is yours. Option 1, the serial experience. Follow the adventure as it's created. Receive issues 4 through 6 individually as each chapter is completed and printed. Or option 2, the complete edition. Prefer to binge? Choose the Volume 2 trade softcover and receive the complete story in one premium collection. I actually haven't seen that sort of like offering before. That's actually pretty cool. That's like, if you want to wait for the whole thing, then get the complete edition. And if you want to get 4, 5, and 6 as they come out, then get that serial experience. Applause to having both of those options. What you get: choose individual issues or the complete Volume 2 trade paperback, 80 plus pages of thrilling sci-fi adventure, 3 bonus historical short stories, premium full color printing, rated teen for action, violence, and mild language, and proudly printed in the USA. Yeah! There we have the cover for issue 4. Line art by Sean Salter, colors by Brett R. Smith. Issue 5, line art and colors by Sean Salter. So, multi-talented. And issue 6, cover with line art and colors by Sean Salter. 9 out of 10 reviewers loved Silence Dogood. I have heard very good things about it, so I will defer to their opinion. I have not gotten it, but like I said, I have heard good things about it, and it sounds like a very cool story. So definitely. And jumping back to the chat just really quickly. Tank Ferret says, "Good evening to all of you magnificent bastards and bastettes." Thank you. Good evening to you too. And yes, it is Silence Dogood. And also smash the like button. And it looks like Tank Ferret is going back to work. So have a good work day or work night, whichever one you're currently in. Stay magnificent. All right. Take that off. New to Silence Dogood, we've got you covered. Catch up with brand new editions of issues 1 through 3, or dive into the complete Volume 1 trade paperback. My reading is horrible right now. Before joining the adventure in Volume 2, and Turkey Robot is the comic company that is releasing this. And our mission statement is, at Turkey Robot, we believe in the power of storytelling to entertain, inspire, and uplift. Our mission is to create high-quality, engaging comics and books that resonate with audiences on a deeper level, stories that are rich in meaning, creativity, and heart. Too often, entertainment feels uninspired, derivative, or disconnected from what audiences truly crave, almost as if it's just a cheap cash grab exploiting an underserved market. We refuse to be part of that cycle. Instead, we are committed to producing bold, original stories that capture the imagination, celebrate timeless values, and leave a lasting impact without sacrificing quality or creativity. I was going to say quality or quantity. We don't follow trends. We don't settle for mediocrity. We create authentic, compelling entertainment that champions traditional values, liberty, and the enduring power of great storytelling. If you believe in what we're building, please consider supporting this campaign. Together, we can tell amazing stories that truly matter. And we have the usual risks and challenges of crowdfunding. Then we'll go through the rewards. Just jumping back real quickly to see if there's anyone else in the chat. No other comments, so we will move on. So we have the I Want It All tier, which is $225 plus shipping. You get all 3 covers for volume 2, issues 1 through 6, regular edition cover for volume 1, art poster print, and a jigsaw puzzle. And we have the special edition cover by Ethan Van Sciver for $35 in shipping. We have the regular edition cover for $35 in shipping. The complete cover set, which is the Ethan Van Sciver, the Sean Salter, and the surprise guest for $99 plus shipping. We have the single issue floppies, volume 4, $13 in shipping. We have issues 4 through 6, $33 in shipping. All 6 issues, $75 in shipping. And the complete volume 2 collection for $190, and that doesn't say in shipping. That's probably because it's such a big tier. A complete adventure for $55 and shipping. And all of the books so far for $150 in shipping. And those are all of the reward tiers. So far, they have raised $2,796 from 28 backers, 559% of their funding goal. So congratulations, guys. And yeah, if you guys watch this stream either live or on repeat, not repeat, I'm drawing a blank. Either live or on rewind or whatever the fuck it is. Then going back this campaign, it looks really cool. Looks like a really awesome story. And yeah, definitely go and check it out and support it. Now, get off of there. Alrighty. So, before I jump into the whole art part of the After Hours art stream, the interesting thing that happened today was I was going to go and, well, first off, there was a bunch of storms today, and it was like pounding down rain, maybe like 10 o'clock or so, and it was like thundering, lightning, power was flickering one time, and I decided it was like after that storm was done, it was nothing that I hadn't experienced before, and it was like, okay, just gonna sit this out and just wait until later to put out some content and stream and maybe get some drawing done. And I went to bring my garbage out, or like empty some garbage in my kitchen, go and put it in the garbage can. And I walked downstairs and basement's flooded. So I had to spend most of my day today ripping out carpet because the carpet was pretty much like saturated, and getting that out, plunging the drains, getting all of that shit taken care of. So I'm pretty much running on like an adrenaline high, because that was not something that I was expecting to have happen. Because it was like, whenever I got this place, there had been like no indications of there being like any water problems. So this was like, what the hell? So yeah, God decided to throw a curveball my way today, and it was just like, boom, flooded basement. Yeah, so that's gonna be something to get fully taken care of next week. Obviously Saturday, with it being Saturday, that is um means that stuff will have to wait through Sunday and see what exactly what exactly the rest of the weekend brings. On the plus side, I did find a penny, so maybe I'll be lucky in like the next 24 hours. But yeah, that's why this stream is called what it's called, and why I have the slippery when wet. So yeah, this was a rather eventful day, to say the least. Hopefully that doesn't happen and again, and yeah, I'll be praying that that doesn't happen again because that was not fun, especially whenever I have like all my video game consoles downstairs. By pure luck, none of those got wet. None of those were had to deal with like the flooding part, but it was like I walk downstairs and I step in a puddle. So that was uh that was stressful as shit. Anyways, with all of that in mind, what I was thinking about drawing today, just to make some light of that, was maybe like a chicken like a bikini or something. And like maybe sitting in water, sitting in a puddle of water. But I need to actually get my iPad screen pulled up so I can actually get started on that. And dumbass me didn't actually pull that up before starting the stream, so bear with me. All right. I don't know how long I'm going to go on this stream. This may just be a sketch. We'll see. Or it may be like hyper stylized. So I can get it done quickly and just come down off of this adrenaline high. I don't need that. Okay. And switch to... Okay, cool. Alrighty. So now we have this pulled up. Now I can see what I'm going to work on. Or I can at least try and decide what I'm going to work on. I'm just going to do like a quick run through of like my reference. It's like I have like a bunch of reference images on my laptop over here. So I just need to see if I'm going to get any like inspiration from that. It'll be really quick, guys. I need to get my mouse off the screen. Good God. Okay. I have plenty of like stuff I can pull from in here. I just have to think of like the right pose. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna just try to draw. See what comes to mind, shall we? All right. And close that out. Okay. So I don't need to do that. Okay. So let's try getting the very basic a very basic body in here. Whoa. Oh, that's right. I was using a different paintbrush or like Procreate brush, I guess you would say, for a thumbnail that I was working on. Notice the video that I just released today. That was for the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, and like three actors that I could see actually playing Freddy Krueger and like pulling off the look. Still doesn't have any views, but not every video can be a winner. Okay, so let's do oh, that's tiny as shit. Okay. That's better. Okay. So let's okay. So I want to say right around here, because I want to have like a chick in a bikini sitting in like a puddle. So let's first sketch out where the puddle's going to be. Actually, okay, so let's do this. Shoulders. Arm. No. Yeah, that's better. And then hips would be like right there. I'll just give her some like extra thick hips. And then that's too big. And then we can go in and we can make this look better. And like I said, whenever I was getting this started, this is going to be heavily stylized. So that there. And like the arm, like most of the weight's going to be on this arm. I think for this one, I'm not really going to worry about drawing hands or really maybe. I'm going to have her back to the camera or like the viewer. So I don't think I'm going to have to worry about drawing like a face. I will have to draw hair. That's not a problem right now. Okay. So make those perspective lines so I can see how that will turn out. That's fine. And then Still working on this part. I feel like it needs to be a bit more smooth. Okay, and this will be having her back sort of like curving forward, like she's like pushing her chest out. So that will be perspective lines going that way. I think I fucked up this one. So there, and have that. And then, let's see. With big ol' hips, now it comes to drawing the butt. That would be right. Hold on. So, right. Hold on. Drawing. I'm trying to draw this without looking at a reference. I saw well, drawing from reference, but from a memory of a reference. Because sometimes I need to be careful, like what I like on Twitter. Because sometimes I'll see like those Instagram models or e-girls or whatever. And it's just like, oh, she looks good in a bikini. Like that one. And it's just like, oh, okay, I can draw that. It's good anatomy practice. And there was this one video of like a girl who would be sitting this way. And it's like, how does like that area look? So let's try this. Because this would be coming off of there. Because something that I need to get more used to is drawing the hips separate from the butt. If that makes any logical sense at all. Because it's like the butt sticks out more so than like the rest of back there. So a lot of times if you draw it just like in like one line, then it just looks wonky with the anatomy. So having to draw those sections separate might help. Okay, so let's do that. Have this part jutting out. I'm gonna have to draw the outline underneath where this puddle would be. So right there. And then this one would be right about there. Sort of like a heart. And then having the leg coming out from that area, and this one that one would be coming over here. So drawing the leg over this way. And then having this, let's have this one go over top of that bottom one. Okay. So we have that. I'm just throwing these on here for perspective lines. There, there. Okay. Have that. Yeah, she's going to have a very small upper back, but I think that will be okay. Then we have... Look that one too far out. So... that curving around here. Yeah, I think that should be where that's going. Okay. And perspective lines. And then I'll have this arm resting on like her waist or hip, I should say. And then go down. Because I learned that was the actual way to draw hands, is to have that little dip right here. And then it looks so much better. So much better than just like having it just go like straight across. Yeah, much better. And then that can curve upwards just a tiny bit. And have the perspective lines on there. I think for the sake of being able to actually see it, I think this could go a little bit bigger. No. No. Too big. Messed that up. Go back. There we go. It was just a tiny bit too big, so maybe right there. And then let's have some fingers coming up this way. Okay. And then let's do the head. Since she is not going to be facing us, then that would be on the other side, actually. Let's do this. because it would be coming across that way. The vertical line would be on the other side of her head. And then we'll have that on there just to have something poking out. Because this will go up here. And then hair would be around, hold on. This would be like where the hair would be like divided in the back. So let's have this. Hold on. I should be drawing where the neck is. And maybe making her head a tiny bit bigger. Let's do that. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, and stretch the fingers. That would be the back of, that's way too far of a back of a skull. And then right about here, no. Right about there is where the ear would be. Let's put an ear there. That way I can have something that she'll like pull her hair behind. And I can deck her out with some like jewelry and something. Okay, so have that. Divide the hair down the back, or down the middle of the back. Actually, it should all be one. So have this going there, and then going straight down. So that would be where her neck is. Yeah, right about there. Oh, good Lord. And then I want to draw her with like straight hair. So let's go with this. Hold on. Okay. This one might be a slight bit of a challenge. Okay. And have this shoulder popping out. And then the hair would come down to... Hold on. I need to add some volume to this. So have the hair pop out here just a tiny bit so it looks like there's more of it. And then that's going to be a separate thing altogether. All right, so it'll like stop right about here. That works. Comes right down from the back of her ear. Maybe have it go forward a bit. There we go. And this part just comes down off of her shoulder so that her arm is like poking out from it. This part could be a bit bigger. Okay. And let's throw an earring in here. Like one of those like hoop earrings. There we go. That works. And then this hand is going to be in... That's going to be in the water, so that's not going to matter. So that's where that's cut off. And then right about there is going to be where it is on the rest of her. Have to have a little bit of an indent in here. Okay, so build that out. And then yeah, I'll have that right here. Because I don't feel like drawing feet today. All right, so throw that in. And also throw it out here. Okay, now let's throw on the bikini. I think I like where this is coming from, so I'm just going to keep that there. And then there. And what kind of top do I want her to have? Let's do just a regular one. That'll be right about here. So like a string top. And that would just be, that might even be too high. Yeah, that's too high. Because, yeah, that would be right about where the boob is. Yeah, it's more like where this line would be. Much better. All right, and throw on a knot here. And make sure that line is accurate. Okay. Excuse me. Still feel like there's something else I could do with this. Maybe have it, no. Because if she pulls her hair back there, then there'd be this part that would still be going straight across. If she was to have like straight hair, then this would make sense. And then the rest of it would just be going pretty much straight down. Yeah. Right about there would be where the like top of the head division of the hair would be. So, just drawing that, going straight down. Honestly, this part may be the more tedious part of this drawing. Actually, it'd probably be the only tedious part of this drawing because there's not really much to this. Thankfully. Because this was a very impromptu, thrown together stream. Let's be honest, guys. This was my way of getting down from an adrenaline high. All right. Okay. The eye is throwing me off. Or I should say the eyelash is throwing me off. I think that's more like what it should look like. Because the way that I had her drawn before, it looked like she had no chin. So that was not good. So let's get rid of this. And that part. And we'll just have this part just go straight into the hair. Yeah, let's do that. There. Throw on the bikini top. Good Lord. And I think what I can do is I'll make her bigger. Yeah, let's do that. And now I want to say we can get into inking. Let's do that. No, I need the ink brush. There we go. All right. What part do I want to do? Let's do the ear first. Why not? That just looks way too weird. And then no. No, that can stay. This, that definitely needs some work. I'm going to accept that for now. Just because I didn't come on here to put like a lot of thought into this drawing. But I still want it to look good, so what that meant. I was following the wrong line. How stupid of me. All right. Got that done. Now, let's draw the side of her face. And what we can do is we can just add in the inking as we go. Because I'm not planning on making this into a color piece. I'm just planning on doing it in black and white. Actually, I think she could actually have like one of those like headbands. I think that would look cute. That just sounded super gay. Just looked cute. Okay. I'm actually alright with how that looks. And that. There we go. Okay. Turn that on, and we can get this part drawn out. Now comes the tedious part, drawing all of the individual lines. But as I've learned from drawing Ethan Van Sciver's character Lynx for last week's CG Herald stream, sometimes drawing out all of the lines makes it look so much better. So I'm totally okay with doing that now. Yes, it's tedious, but it makes the art look 10 times better. Yeah. Okay, and now we have that, which we can follow all the way down her back. Needs more curvature. Get that going. Okay, that's a good ending point for that part right there. Now let's start with this one. Okay, get that out of the way. There we go. And then we have this one. And I think this needs some extra lines in here just to add in some variety. That one needs to go a little bit higher. So right there. Yeah, that works. And let's see how much charge my... Okay. Phone is fully charged, so I will turn on some music for you guys so that you're not listening to just me randomly talking about the rather tedious task of drawing the hair strands. I don't know who you are. All right. Give me just 1 second, guys. Well, maybe a little bit longer than 1 second. Okay. Gonna do this. Why not? Once the advertisements are done playing through. Good lord. Don't you just hate those like unskippable advertisements that are like 2 at a time? There we go. Okay, that's a little bit better. Not sure if you guys can hear that. There we go. No, that's a tangent. You know what, guys? I'm going to make this a little bit of an interactive... I'm going to make this a little bit of an interactive drawing. Let me see if I could get my mouse to work. Let's see. Let's do this. How does this work? Okay. So that one I do not need, but if I need it to go sideways, Here's what I'll do. All right, so let's do... Let's try this. If you guys put in the chat what tattoos you'd want to see on this character, then I will put them on at the end of the inking stage. Oh, and these tattoos should be within reason. Not something that's going to get me, like, banned off of YouTube. Something is throwing me off with this shoulder. Because it seems like that arm is too small. Way too small. I think I had to restart that one. Yeah, this part was definitely worthy of a restart. Okay, so let's have this arm go up. That still might be too small. This one needs to go over a bit. Slightly better, but it could still be made a bit wider. That's more like it. Okay, now I just need to fix this one. And I'll be good. Because I was looking at that arm and I was like, that is way too thin compared to the other arm. And I need to make her shoulder a bit higher. That just, no. Dear God, no. That's way too pointy of a shoulder. She has bare shoulders. She's not wearing... What's the thing that they had like in the 80s? Shoulder pads. That would look so out of place with a bikini. Okay. And then, let's see, curvature of the leg. Right there. Cool. And this would go right there. That might be a bit long for the arm, but I'm going to allow it. Still waiting for those tattoo suggestions, guys. If you have any, get them in now. All right. Okay, so gonna have to draw the old curvature of the butt. Just so I can get this part drawn. Okay. I think that worked out fine. And get that drawn down to... Yeah, right about there. Then this... This should pop into there, right there, and here. And then from that area, we have to shade in that so that there's some space between her arm and her waist, however small that may be. Okay. Then you have to get the fabric that'd be bunched up around here. Yeah, just like that. And then from... Yeah, right about there. Okay, so this would be coming in from there. Nope, that's too much. There we go. That's more like it. Okay. And then that'd be those lines that'd be running along those sides. And maybe like one across the top. Unless there was something on it. Nah. Not for a quick drawing. Okay, and then this leg would be coming down to here. With that as well. And right there. Now we can draw where the water would be meeting her. Which would be right about here. As I knock the microphone. Nope, that needs to go further over, not up. Nope, that looks even shittier. Okay, and right there. So, since this is going to be black and white, I'm going to let's see what this does. I wonder if it would be better to have those waves drawn. Give me a second. I'm going to have to defer to a better artist than me. That artist being Bruce Timm. I need to see how he draws his water. If it's black is the main color and white as the reflections on the waves, or if it's black and then, come on, or if it's black with the reflections and white with the waves. I want to say it's black with the white reflections. I'm going to defer to that. Where's my pencil? Here we are. Yeah, so redo that. Leave that. And then I'll have there. Although there still needs to be some areas around her that are still white. So that would be like sort of like the water lapping at her. Okay. So I have that. I think I like how I'm doing these waves better than the ones on the other side. So I may just have to redo the ones on the other side. Yeah, I think that's going to have to happen. Okay. Yeah, definitely gonna have to redo those ones over there because they don't really fit in the same way as these more wavy ones. Yeah, it's definitely not the same as the wavy ones. Well, the wavy ones look so much better. But anyways, let's turn on that music for you guys so you're not listening to me blabbing the entire time. Better. Okay, so this I don't think needs to take up a whole 8.5 by 11 page. So I'm going to change the canvas size, at least on the bottom, and bump that up to there, and keep that here for now. Okay. So what do I want to do? I do still have to put like indentations where there needs to be indentations. So and then so I have like those back dimples. Put those in there. Get the spine going too. Yeah, that can work. And then we'll get the definite blacks. Or like the pure black, I guess you would say. So we have that. Got that going. Okay. Good Lord. Okay, now what do I want to do? Because oh, I know what I can do. I can make these. I was gonna make them black. Yeah, let's make them black. Why not? No one's really gonna pay attention to those parts anyways. And then why not have this one be black? It'll give something to offset the bottom part. Alrighty, so I'm gonna try something, and we will see how it turns out. figure I might give her like a half sleeve. See how that goes. And maybe throw in some roses as well. Although that's probably not a very good rose. It's probably more like a, I don't know flowers. Maybe like a lily or something like that. I don't know. See what are some other ones that I can throw in there? Have that in, and then maybe I could throw in like a vine with, or like a, yeah. I still don't think this is a rose, but it could like weave itself around her arm. That's a tiny little sleeve, but I think it'll work. And then, I feel like there should be more to that one. So, let's see if she would be standing this way. Yeah, let's do like a script. Now comes the time whenever I need my creativity to pop into my head. What can I have her have written on her arm? Let's do this. No, that looks like crap. Nope, that still looks really crappy. And then let's throw that here. That thrown in, this thrown in. And then we'll have that here. I know in real life that nobody would be crazy enough to get this tattooed on them, but well, I say that, but then there's people with just like the craziest fucking tattoos out there. So someone probably would be crazy enough to get this. Okay. So that's one tattoo done. Let's do... Let's do one down here. And since since I was promoting Silence Do Good earlier, let's do something that has to do with like time. That would be like I guess an hourglass. Throw that here. You guys probably want some music so that you're not listening to me do absolutely nothing. Although I need to change that so it's not like repetitive fantasy tavern music. Metalcore. Let's do this.
The Unstoppables Unlimited Collection.
Not that, because that is an advertisement.
Let's build a charm bracelet from Pandora's Summer.
As is that.
Sun charm and the alligator charm are probably some of my favorites from this.
This actually fits her personality. All right, now we've got one more.
American angel, you put your faith in me. Miss American beauty, I'd wait my life to see. And when you come back, will you remember me? Miss American angel, I miss the way you stare. A motion picture in your eyes, your story still to share. I'd give it all to prove to you I care. Would you believe me if I call? Would you know it's me at all? Fly away from me, run away with my emotion. See the miles above the ocean on a plane that takes you home. Fly away from me, run away with my emotion. See the miles above the ocean on a plane that takes you home. Miss American beauty, you need an honest guy. Maybe I'm not an angel, but I sure as hell will try to give you everything and so much more than that. Fly away from me, run away with my emotion. See the miles above the ocean on a plane that takes you home. Fly away from me, run away with my emotion. See the miles above the ocean on a plane that takes you home. I'll be planning my New York touchdown. The drive is 15 miles from the retail town. From the place for us just to be alone. She'll believe me if I can make it on my own. Fly away with me, run away with our emotions. See the miles above the ocean on a plane that takes us home. Fly away from me, run away with my emotions. See the miles above the ocean on a plane that takes you home. Fly away.
DirecTV is looking pretty trim these days with these genre packs. Finally, your favorite channels and streaming apps are bundled together, so you can pay for the TV you actually want to watch. DirecTV got hot. Like really hot. Seriously, guys, it's like way too hot.
Walk around so confidently. I like that. To hold your body firmly dressed in love. I like that. I stand aside, watch you run around. And I want you. The taxi rank is not the place that I hope to fall in love. I drive you home, you have to go. But I need you. I take it you're already sleeping. When I'm like this, I find it's not enough to see you. And I like that. The taxi rank is not the place that I'd hope to fall in love. And I wish you knew more than your life is not the same. There's mixed emotions I go running through my veins. And I wish I knew more than your name. It's amazing thinking that I could fall in love. You held my hand like you loved before, and I like that. I hold my breath waiting for your touch, and I want you. I know in time this is gonna hurt, but I need you. The taxi rank is not the place that I hope to fall in love. And I wish you knew more than your name. It's not the same as mixed emotions. I go running through my veins. And I wish I knew more than your name. It's amazing how many times you pushed me away. Didn't realize I would stay. Push me down, give me no chance to believe in this romance.
Alrighty. Now, I think this background needs something. I'm not sure what yet. But I think it needs some sort of text. Actually, let's do the tried and true. Okay, she doesn't look bad. She doesn't look bad. I can get behind that. Yeah, she definitely needs something in the background. What can I write? Since this is pretty much just a a throwaway art piece. Let's do Inked and Loving It. Inked at the Beach. No. Still no. Which one of these could work? That's more like it. This is the text that could do it. Think that definitely needs to be bigger to get it to fit this area. And then oh, I can probably take where we are. Okay. I can probably take this banner off because I already have her tattoos on there. Okay. So that's going to be and I'll just make that a bit smaller. I think this one might need a little bit more separation. So, yeah, right there. Yep, I think that's going to work. At least for now. There we go. And then I'll throw in some whoops. No, I'll just put that on the other layer. So, no. Really should only be in this area. And then maybe put like a circle here. Okay. And yeah, I think we should be good. So my canvas needs resized a little bit more. There's too much open space up the top. And there may be too much on that side too. Fuck it. I'll just have it like this. There we go. Okay. So, there is my coming down from an adrenaline high art piece. But yeah, that was me just throwing out randomness. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that. For those of you who did stick around. And yeah, I'll be coming back to you guys in probably tomorrow. And hopefully I'll have something that will take up a little bit more time and be a little bit more planned out. But we shall see. So I will stop sharing my screen. And once I'm done itching my head, I will thank you guys for all coming to my stream, even though it's very last minute and very random. If you would go and support Silence Do Good Volume 2 on Fund My Comic. I have that promoted at the beginning of the stream, and I think it looks like a really cool comic, cool story, really good art. So definitely go and support them. If you would, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so that I can continue to grow and hopefully get better at drawing, and also get some more eyes on the channel so that I can promote. What just happened? I just froze. Okay, back to what I was saying. Get some more eyes on the channel so that I can promote more comic campaigns and hopefully get some more eyes on those campaigns as well. So, with that all being said, thank you guys for stopping by. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see all of you guys in the next live stream video, whichever one. Oh, by the way, I have a new video out talking about Paramount's newest remake of Nightmare on Elm Street. Go and check out that video. I did put at least some time into it, and I think it deserves a couple watches. So go and check that out. Like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I will see all of you guys next time. Peace out.